Good day, my name is Angelo. This is Nation's Voice Tower, your most preferred YouTube channel, and I'm here with the updates for the day. Alright. Now, first of all, I would like to tell you with joy on my face, or with much excitement on my face, that I am pushing my investigative train straight to Abia State. Yes, and in Abia State, we are going to be investigating the former Governor Okezie Ikpazu of the People's Democratic Party. You know, over time, he has tried to be a demigod, of course, and he's part of the G5. So we're picking them one by one, all right? I will give you this. This is part one. Yes, I have lots of things on him from our sources, so I'm going to give you bit by bit. This is Okezie Ikpazu part one, all right? Now, listen. I will tell you in this investigative report how former Governor Okezie Ikpazu and his cohorts looted Abia State of millions, running into billions of naira. Please pay attention and stay tuned. From our sources, on April 25th, 2023, former Governor of Abia State, Okezie Ikpazu, alongside his cohorts, looted the state of 600 million naira in one swoop. It is too small for a governor to launder, but it is small because it is the first part of the loot. Yes, so in subsequent exposés or a report, I'm going to bring you the different amounts of money that ranged into what it became finally. This is the first part of it. That is why it's seeming mega. But no money is too small. No amount of money is too small. 600 million naira is way too big for one person to take away as a governor. Okay, now, in one swoop, from our source, it says, from the state government's account, that was where this money was taken. The state government's account in Sterling Bank, Umuahia. Now, one very, very good and simple and very important thing about this expose is that I'm going to be giving you details to confirm, all right? You have your phone, you open your bank app and get ready to confirm, all right? Because I'm going to be giving you lots of evidences that will point at the fact that this report is nothing but authentic and legitimate, all right? The then governor was using one Mr. Erondu, Uchenna Erondu, who is now a House of Assembly member-elect representing Obingwa West constituency in Abia State. Together with this Erondu, they split the cash into 4 accounts where they can easily have access to them. All right, yes, when these people loot millions of naira, in order not to allow the money or amounts of cash to be traced to them, they disburse them to legitimate public government accounts. All right, and then afterwards assign people in those ministries or parastatals to wire the money to personal accounts afterwards. All right, now listen. These 4 accounts where they could easily have access to them was, please, as follows. Now, the first, to have access to it, now the first 250 million went to one company known as Easy My Time International Limited, with the account number 1023623012, United Bank of Africa, UBA. All right, that's the first 250 million from the looted funds. All right, next was this company named Denzo's International Ventures with account number 1022704664. All right, yes, and that account number is from the United Bank of Africa to UBA. They got 150 million naira. All right, yes, and then next account on the blocks was the account of the government house in Umuahia, with the account number 161228010. Okay, yes, that's First City Monument Bank, FCMB, and that account got allegedly 100 million naira. Okay, yes, and other accounts that I will be naming further. Next and final account, other accounts will come in my next updates or the subsequent updates about this, talking about the part 2. The Infrastructural Development Initiative of Abia State with account number 1021424759, United Bank of Africa. The same account got 100 million naira. Okay, now all these monies were withdrawn afterwards, all right? Once the funds hit those accounts, according to our source, they were immediately moved to individual accounts from where they will be shared, all right? Now, lots of information will come on Governor Okezie Ikpazu. You hear lots of names, household names in Nigeria, and famous names in the Abia state government, all right? Yes, this is because the amounts of money looted by these people, headed by the former governor, is ranging to billions of naira, all right? And it cannot just be swept under the carpet. Yes, there were allegations on him by various news outlets, and of course, even the recent government of Alex Oti have probed him over different, irreconcilable amounts of money on contracts. That will be for the next updates. Yes, so that is Governor Okezie Ikpazu to you live and direct on his corruption scandal. All right, I will bring you more. But before that, we would hope that the agencies will do something very, very important about this, because we can't just bring out investigative information like this and have it swept under the carpet. Well, the EFCC boss is unsettled, and that makes it very hard, but we will still get there gradually. Now, secondly, I want to say something on what was supposed to go on in Niger Republic sometime last month, all right? Yes, there was supposed to be an ECOWAS invasion ordered by the chairman, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That plan is supposedly still on. But talking about that, now, if you've been following the news and trend of events, you will know that the Republic of Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso have planned to form a truce, all right? Yes, and defend, or a kind of defense pact, and defend any of their countries or entities that will be attacked by the ECOWAS, all right? If this happens, that will be a threat to the ECOWAS, the Economic and Financial, the Economic Community of West African States. I beg your pardon. I'm used to the EFCC, and I was trying to mention them there. Yes, and so if that happens, that will bring about a split in the ECOWAS. And if there is a split in the ECOWAS, it wouldn't be a community anymore. Yes, talking about this, and to throw more light on this, I have one Mr. David Otto, who is an international security analyst. Please, he has more details on this. So people that are planning to go on an invasion, like Bola Tinubu, will know how dangerous, if he doesn't know, or if he's claiming not to know. Please, you can listen to this and know how dangerous and catastrophic, political catastrophe, and how very, very, how scattering this particular move will be on not just Nigeria, but the West African states. Stay tuned.
We're calling this the Liptako-Goma Alliance, which, of course, as you rightly mentioned in the intro, was signed between Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. Article 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are quite important, because Article 4 talks about a mutual assistance in terms of counterterrorism, which all three states are experiencing, especially at the triangle of Liptako-Goma, facing existential threat, from jihadists, linked to Al-Qaeda and ISIS. So I think that's quite important, because, of course, they've distanced themselves away from France, which used to play an apparent role in counterterrorism. They've also asked MINUSMA to leave, especially from Mali and side, the UN peacekeeping force. So therefore, they are, countries like Mali, Burkina Faso are left on their own. So I think Article 4 is quite important, which makes it clear that three of these countries would come as a group to, counter terrorism. And
the three of them share borders.
Of course, they share borders, so that effectively means the G5 Sahel, which was established, is effectively dead. So that's a new alliance. Article 5 talks about an alliance to prevent aggression, which may be in reference to the ECOWAS attempt or the ECOWAS proclamation that it may use force, to invade the country. So it talks about that alliance to prevent any aggression. Article 6, which is quite important, it reminds me of the NATO Article 5, which is an attack on one member would definitely, resort to an attack on all. So which means they are now creating some kind of a tripartite alliance.
Right. Reminds like a NATO
alliance, of course, but more or less like Warsaw Pact, because of course NATO came first, and then Warsaw Pact came in 1955, which of course included the Soviet Union and 7 other states. Article 7 and 8 speaks more of that same mutual agreement, but I think the most important one, which is how is it going to be financed. They've made it clear under Article 10 that each member is going to be responsible for financing, this alliance. And of course, Article 11, which you mentioned, says we are open to have new members, just in case you're a country that has the same ideology, or you perhaps you're also one of those countries which is preparing for a military intervention. Then of course you have
come over.
Of course, yeah. You would have an alliance to rely on. So it's a threat to the regional bloc, ECOWAS, because effectively what we're seeing here is that we are having now a split of ECOWAS, but not just a split, but an anti-ECOWAS regional movement, which of course, might rival what we used to call ECOMOG, which is the ECOWAS standby force.
All right, you've watched the video, and that's just the way it is. All right, if you understand the consequences following an invasion on a neighboring country, on a sister country, then you will be able to fathom that any move you make that goes wrong, then that particular country will actually be in like very deep loggerheads with yours. And without even thinking twice, it will bring headache and it will dent the relationship, especially the economic relationship that exists between these two countries who share supposedly same boundary. All right. So if Bola Tinubu is not aware of this, or is claiming not to be aware of this, then we are bringing it to his notice physically, loud and clearly, that anything he's doing or any plan he's planning on invasion on either Mali or either Burkina Faso or Niger Republic is going to be very catastrophic to his administration if it goes beyond this year. Yes, you know what I mean. Now, finally, I have a defection news. Yes, due to the saga in Edo State and the unsettled internal crisis with the PDP, talking about what's happening between Governor Godwin Obaseki and his deputy, Right Honorable Philip Shuaibu, the same deputy governor that was locked out of the government house sometime last week. All right. Now, there has been a defection news. One of the chieftains of the People's Democratic Party in the state has defected to the APC, where he came from initially some few months ago. Former Senator Matthew Orogide has decamped to the APC. Senator Matthew was a former lawmaker representing Edo South Senatorial District. All right. He decamped as a result of course, I told you, the unsettled rift between members of the PDP in the state, and the unsettled democratic system in the state. Please, let's listen to this Senator Matthew Orogide, and we'll see the brief ceremony that the APC had to welcome him into their party.
We are what God says we are. We are what God says we are. We are very pleased that from today, the history of APC in Edo South, and by extension the entire Edo State, is going to be changed for the better. Amen. You are welcome to this party, and as the state chairman, I'm giving a directive here now to all our chairmen and all our, both at the local government and wards, to please receive all sympathizers, all admirers, and all political associates of Senator Mato Urugide without question.
Doubly happy about the event that unfolded here today, because my friend, my blood brother, my twin brother, the most distinguished Senator Asa Gworodo Ruide has come back home.
Yeah. We need to work and sit together in Edo South. It is our job to seek out those who are willing to join us and to beg them to come and join us, because the battle ahead is a monumental one.
Senator.
I have a lot of things that I can flaunt for the party that will attract the electorates. That is what is important. I'm going to put it behind. I represented this district 8 years in the Senate. I did it, and anywhere I have my membership, I flaunt the things.
Yes, people will continue to defect. Yes, and because he defected does not mean the People's Democratic Party would go off, or because he came to the APC does not mean there is a sort of maybe addition of success or something. All right, we'll keep our fingers crossed to see what these two parties can offer Nigeria. All right, yes, two of them are at loggerheads right now at the presidential courts, and then we know very well that, of course, the APC didn't win that election. They have actually formed a sort of they have become a sort of political enemy to every Nigerian that doesn't really support injustice, okay? Because their own leader, who is supposedly the president of the country, has taken a bad move in governing Nigerians, okay? And that has brought out what we call a feud between lots of parties and the APC, and lots of Nigerians alike that always believe in straightforwardness and economic balancing. Bola Tinubu has done the undoable, and people think or feel that he should be taken out with, little or no time left, rather than leave him there for, impose him on Nigerians, okay? That is the more reason why people look at the APC with a sort of sight that cannot be fathomed or cannot be politically explained. Thank you so much for staying with us. Please, I hope you enjoyed our episode together. From us here, we're going to say goodbye, but before I do so, I would urge our viewers, please like our videos, share them. Don't forget to drop a comment for us in the comment section, because you know what we do and you know what these comments do to us. Please share this video. You're not doing it as to my own taste. I would love you to share them to a very, very high degree, so that we'll get to go viral and people will get to hear this information directly. All right. Finally, I would love to say tap the subscribe button and tap the notification bell. You know why? So you always see me anytime I drop a new update. See you next time. Bye.